Oh dear. Welcome to part 2 of Captain Kronos, the review. What is it with my camera that does this? You know, it's just like, oh, you reached the download limit and oh, the memory bar. Bollocks. Should be able to record forever. Anyway, let's wrap this up then with a rather probably unnecessary part 2, but then again, you know, hey, it's Kilt-Man. He flies better, sees if he's killed. Where was he up to? Yeah, this girl goes into the church and see the shape of the cross on the wall behind her. And she turns around when she hears this noise and faces where this cross is. And she smiles, this beatific smile on her face, because obviously she sees that there must be the vampire there, mesmerising her. But you see, it's all in one shot. That cross, as she moves towards it, becomes a figure that embraces her. Because all along, that was the vampire standing there with its arms outstretched and its cloak and hood on. And it's just a clever little move. And there's loads of things like this, loads of visual asides that really make it work. The sword play for one, the little trick shots. You know, I love it. I think it's a fabulously visual movie. You can tell something happens literally every other minute in this film because Brian Clemens was weaned on TV, episodic production, and of course directing. So he knows he's got to constrain it, you know, to like what? A typical TV episode those days would be like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And he'd tell a great story in that time with lots of action, lots of intrigue, lots of drama, lots of character interplay and dialogue. So in this film, you get all that in like a 90-minute spread. So in the first sort of 6 minutes, you've had 3 murders. You're introduced to all the main characters and you know what's going on. You know the score. That is brilliant stuff, you know. So vivid, kinetic and economical at the same time. I was going to say, again, Michael Caton as Hieronymus Grost, he's wonderful. The crookback, you know, they give him some jip. And after that sequence where they have been given in grief in the tavern, and you know Kronos has taken them all down in revenge, he's sitting there and I think he's polishing crucifixes or something, or sharpening sticks, whatever he's doing, and he's going, "They mocked me, Kronos. They mocked me. They laughed at me." And he's been a guy that even though he's a hunchback, you know, he's a very, very profoundly intelligent guy. He's heroic in his own right, and we haven't thought of him as anything lesser. And he's been the educational side of the movie, informing us how to dispose of the vampires and what's going on, and he gives the backstory of Kronos to Carla and us by proxy, and you know, you follow his every word, and then to see him crumble like this, you're kind of like, oh man, that has got to him. And he says, why do people do that, Kronos? Why would they do that? And Kronos just goes, they were paid to do that, Grost. They were paid to antagonise us. They were paid to attack us. And he goes, and anyway, don't mock your body. You know, that's the body that God gave you. You know, be proud of your body. And it makes him sort of brighten up a bit. And he goes like, God also bless you with a friend like you, Kronos, to protect me. And oh man, you know, I find that dead touching. You know, it's the camaraderie between these two. Kronos is a man of few words. He says a lot in it, but they're condensed. It's like he just comes out with a staccato sentence, you know, of intent. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. And he smokes like these sort of herbal cigars as well, which is a definite sort of nod to, you know, Clint Eastwood's and his cheroots or cigarillos in the Dollars trilogy. He's always got one of these. But he's got this this meditating aspect to him as well, which really, you know, gives him a whole extra dimension. You know he's been to the east. You know he's battled these creatures everywhere. You know, and it's tremendous. The finale of the film, the way it's gone, you would think that they'd take Carla with them, Caroline Munro, but they don't. They don't do it. And this is what reveals another dimension to Kronos. He gets on his horse. All the demons have been destroyed. They've wrought havoc everywhere they've gone so far in this movie. And Gross is on his wagon. And Carla comes out, she goes, "Where are you going?" And he goes, elsewhere, you know, there's more vampires to be killed. Our mission is not over. And she goes, you're not taking me with you? And he puts his hand forward like that, and she reaches forward, and he's just reaching for the reins on his horse. Kisses his sword, off they go to the main theme again, and the wagon goes barreling off with Grost riding away, and poor Carla's left there. He says something like, you know, in the quiet, still moments, I will remember you. And she goes, and I'll think of you too. A little tear drops down her eye. And so Kronos doesn't really give a shit about her. Like, you know, he used her as bait, for God's sake. And, you know, wherever he goes, there's going to be another woman. He's Bond. He's a period piece Bond fighting monsters. And it's just a shame it never really caught on. But who knows? When Kilt-Man Productions finally gets underway, and his camera doesn't keep cutting out on him, you know, because that would prove havoc, wouldn't it? You know, Kilt-Man movies, you know, here's the first 5 minutes, and then I'll do another 5 minutes, and, you know, if I get someone to edit these videos together, maybe that's an idea. In the meantime, folks, a rather rambling, long review this time, but the film was worth it. It's on DVD. It's on Blu-ray in Australia. I haven't got that disc as yet, because I think I heard iffy things about it when it first came out, that the transfer wasn't up to much. But, you know, there is a very, very good, you know, albeit DVD, but a very good release of it in the UK, and I believe in the US as well. I'm not too sure. I think there is. With nice booklets and stuff. Plus, you can get the soundtrack, which is well worth it. As I say, that's been playing the whole time behind us. So, Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. Yeah, man. I salute you, sir. So I wore this in your honour. Anyway, until next time, keep it real, keep it tasty, and look forward to some more kilted goodness. Keep it Celtic, folks. Laters.